Televangelist Benny Hinn has a history of sleeping difficulties. He frequently gets woken up at 3 in the morning with some very strange mythical experiences. On this program of January 18th in the year 2000, he says Jesus floated over his bed. He didn't say a word, just hovered there for a while. I guess Benny assumed it was Jesus because he wore a flowing white robe. So who else could it have been?
Because I had a most amazing thing that happened just a few days ago. I was just, walking around the house when suddenly I just felt, very strongly felt, that this will be a year of glory, a visitation of glory. Just last night, something really amazing happened. And you, dear saints, watching this program, you're watching it a few days after what we're doing right here. So, the Lord appeared over our bed.
Wow.
I told my wife this morning, I said, did you see anything last night? She said, no. Did you feel anything? No. But probably around 3 in the morning, I saw a person with a white robe and dark hair standing right over the back of our bed. Standing in there, halfway up.
Wow.
His feet did not touch the floor. And it was a very, I'm still feeling it.
Right.
You know how it is when you have one of those experiences, it takes you a while to get out of it, to begin to feel like you're normal again. Now, I don't understand those things.
Takes your breath away.
Yeah, but there is a definite visitation.
Benny then went on to prophesy that he felt God was going to bring a peace treaty in that year, 2000, between Israel and Syria. Somehow that was going to bring peace on all sides of the Holy Land, and it would launch the next great revival. Now, some 18 years later, can anyone say false prophet?
Feel just something big.
David, there's an incredible thing happening right now with the peace process, with the Syrians and the Israelis.
Oh, man.
And I'd like really you, Jim, and you, David, and Cheryl, and Michael, in just a second, to share what the Lord has shown you, because, God speaks to his servants, his prophets. And I'm going to just let the Lord lead this program, because I know he's in this. But something just happened that I think is so incredible. Syria and Israel are in negotiations that started in December. Now, for a long time I've said that Syria has got to come into the peace process with Israel.
We've heard you.
Yeah, because Syria not coming in has kept all the other Arab nations out. Because the only ones that have made peace with Israel are the Egyptians and the Jordanians and the Palestinians, basically, which are still in the process of making peace. Because peace hasn't fully come yet, even to between Palestinians and Israelis, because there's some issues they haven't solved yet. But they're moving, forward and speedily. It's happening fast. But the Syrians, having been out of the process, have kept the Lebanese out, have kept the Saudis out, have kept the Kuwaitis, Bahrainis, Omanis, the entire Persian Gulf, including nearly all of North Africa. You think about Morocco, Tunisia, Algeria, and all those Arab states, except for Libya. And Libya will not make peace with Israel, because Bible prophecy says that Libya will be a part in future of the invasion of Israel. That will happen in the days of the Antichrist. But still, Syria's held back all those nations. Once they come in, then all of Israel's borders will be at peace, fulfilling Ezekiel.
Wow.
Now, once this happens, prosperity is going to come to the Holy Land in the natural, because 60% of their income now is spent on defense. They'll reduce that probably to, I'm only guessing, to probably 30%. And imagine the incredible blessing that'll come to the Holy Land and the entire Arab world as a result. But here's the exciting part for us believers. It will ignite revival in the church. because every event that happens to Israel affects the church.
That's right.
You go back to 1917, the Declaration of Balfour, called the Balfour Declaration, when Mr. Balfour, a British man, basically signed a piece of paper making a promise that the Jews would be helped by the British to go back to their homeland. That was the year of the Azusa Street Revival, 1917. Then 48 came, and the Jews returned to their ancient land. That brought about the Great Voice of Healing move. Then 67, when they took Jerusalem back, fulfilling Luke, when the Lord spoke of Jerusalem and said it'll be trodden under the feet of the Gentiles till the right moment comes when God will restore it. And that's happened, which brought about the charismatic renewal.
73.
Then 73, the Yom Kippur War, which brought about Christian television. Now this is the next event on God's calendar, which is happening before our eyes now. This is going to bring about the greatest move of the Spirit in world history.
Televangelists have been making that claim that we are about to see the biggest revival, the Third Great Awakening, ever since then. And of course, each of these false teachers claim their ministry will be the catalyst for that revival, and then comes the pitch for money, so you can help bankroll it. I mean, God needs your money, right? So be sure and hit the subscribe button so you won't miss the next installment of my Heresy Files as I dig deeper into my 35-year collection of Christian television recordings to document the Great Apostasy.